Everybody always trashes Joe Jackson, but nobody really unboxes him. And that's a problem because if you only look at Joe Jackson one way, you miss the entire play. See, Joe Jackson didn't just manage the Jackson 5, he built a system. By the time the world saw them, they weren't learning on stage. They were already professionals. That level of precision doesn't come from talent alone. That comes from someone demanding excellence before the world ever does. And in the 60s and 70s, he was already moving with a level of business awareness most people today are still trying to learn. We talk about know your worth now. Joe Jackson was standing on that before it was even a phrase. When executives at CBS Records started circling around Michael Jackson, trying to position him for solo success, Joe didn't fold. He understood value early. He had the power to slow that down, even stop it, but he didn't. He let Michael evolve. And that decision changed everything, because once Michael stepped out on his own, he didn't just become successful. He became the biggest entertainer in the world. Even after the Pepsi commercial accident, Michael had every reason to sit back, take the money, and stay safe, but he didn't. He went on a world tour because he understood something deeper, and whether people want to admit it or not, a lot of that game started with Joe. When it came time to scale the business, Joe wasn't thinking small. He made moves like bringing in Don King around the Victory Tour before there was a blueprint for that, before ownership became a trend, before it became a hashtag. Joe Jackson was already thinking in terms of control, leverage, and keeping money circulating closer to the culture. Now, none of this erases the damage, let's be clear, but it does force a bigger conversation. Those are the same traits that built something historic. So the real question is, was Joe Jackson just a villain? Or was he an early architect of power in entertainment who went too far trying to protect what he built? Because without Joe Jackson, there is no Michael Jackson, and there might not be a blueprint for how black families approach ownership, structure, and power in this industry. That part we don't talk about enough. Culture, checked.